The sun had barely risen when people in Aba Junction noticed her again. Every morning, at exactly 6 a.m., a woman dressed in a plain yellow wrapper and a faded headscarf placed a wooden table near the roadside. On it, she arranged her goods: freshly grilled chicken, peppered chicken pieces, and chicken parts wrapped neatly in nylon. Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Tales from Africa. If this is your first time here, welcome to the family. And to my loyal viewers, thank you so much for coming back. You know we bring you real stories that teach real lessons. Before we continue, please comment below and tell us where you are watching from. But let me take you back to where it all started. Nobody knew her name. Nobody knew where she came from. They simply called her Mama Kaza, the mysterious chicken seller. Her chicken tasted different, so tender it melted in the mouth, so flavorful that even people who had eaten breakfast at home found themselves buying more. Some said she used a special spice. Others believed she had rare cooking skills. But the rumors everyone whispered in secret were far darker. Some said her chicken never finished, no matter how many people bought from her. Some claimed she never bought new stock at the market. Some swore she never cut or cooked anything in public. Yet every morning, she had piles of freshly prepared chicken. People loved the taste but feared the seller. Among her regular buyers was Chinedu, a 28-year-old commercial motorcycle rider, hard-working, honest, and trusted in the community. Whenever Mama Kaza spoke to him, her calm voice, her strange smile, Chinedu always felt something cold run down his spine. Still, her chicken kept his stomach full on long days. Then one morning, everything changed. Mama Kaza looked at him and said, "My son, your blessing will come from where danger sits. But you must open your eyes before the blessing turns into blood." Asterisk, Chinedu froze. "How do you mean, Mama?" But she only smiled, revealing one missing tooth. "Collect your change, my son, and remember what I told you." He walked away confused. He didn't know that the meaning of her words would reveal itself sooner than he expected. That same week, strange things started happening. Tenants living near the junction complained that they heard crying sounds at night, like the wailing of a child mixed with the clucking of a chicken. Others claimed they saw Mama Kaza leaving the junction at exactly midnight, her footsteps slow and heavy, as though she carried something invisible. Curiosity rose in Chinedu's mind until it became unbearable. One night, around 12:30 a.m., he found himself near the junction, after dropping a passenger. The moon was bright enough to light the dusty road. As he passed the familiar spot, he saw something that made his heart bang loudly. Mama Kaza was there, but she wasn't alone. A small boy, maybe 6 years old, stood beside her table, crying silently. His hands were tied. Chinedu gasped and hid behind an abandoned kiosk. "Mama, Mama, please," the boy begged. "I want to go home." Mama Kaza bent down slowly, touched his face, and said in a chilling whisper, "Hush. You will go home soon. After all, every sacrifice must find its way back to the spirits." Chinedu's blood went cold. She lifted a clay pot and began chanting words he had never heard before. The wind around her rose, dust spiraling into the air. The boy trembled violently. Chinedu didn't think twice. He grabbed his phone and began recording, but as he took one step forward, a heavy force clamped down on his shoulder. He turned. No one was there. He tried to shout, but no sound came out. Mama Kaza stopped chanting and slowly raised her head. "Come out, son of a stubborn mother," she said without looking in his direction. "I warned you. Your blessing will come from danger. But you refuse to understand." Chinedu's heart almost stopped. He had been seen. He dropped his phone and ran with a speed he never knew he had. The road seemed longer. Shadows stretched like hands trying to grab him. The sound of footsteps followed him. He didn't stop until he burst into the vigil service at a nearby church, collapsing before the stunned worshippers. "Help me," he cried. She wants to sacrifice a child." The prayer warriors gathered around him. That night marked the beginning of a battle the whole community would never forget. By the next morning, the story had spread across the entire community. A group of pastors, security men, and locals followed Chinedu back to the junction. What they found made everyone tremble. Mama Kaza was gone, the boy was gone, only the wooden table remained. But behind the table, they found something wrapped in cloth. A bundle that moved. When the men unwrapped it, they discovered a terrified child different from the first one alive, but weak. The community exploded in fear and outrage. Immediately, they called the authorities, who launched a widespread search for Mama Kaza. 3 days later, the police finally discovered her ritual hut deep inside an abandoned forest path. Inside the hut were feathers, clay pots, charms, and pictures of missing children. Mama Kaza herself was captured while trying to flee the state. When interrogated, her confession shocked everyone. She had been using a ritual charm known as Okeoku, a forbidden practice that used the energy of kidnapped children to produce enchanted chicken meat that attracted customers and wealth. The more people bought her chicken, the more powerful the ritual became, and the children were the price. Chinedu's recording became the key evidence that exposed her entire operation. The missing children were found and returned home. The community honored Chinedu for his bravery, but one thing troubled him. Before Mama Kaza was taken away, she turned to him and said with a strange smile, "Danger brought your blessing, like I told you. But remember, blessings from danger always leave a shadow behind." Chinedu didn't understand her words, but he would, very soon. Because after the incident, Chinedu's life changed dramatically. New opportunities, unexpected success, and continuous favor. Yet at night, he often felt someone watching him, someone he couldn't see, someone smelling faintly of chicken.